So now's a really good time to prune blackberries, and so I'll show you how I'm going to do that. And be sure to stick around to the very end, because I'm going to show you how to get an endless supply of blackberries. Hey there everyone, I'm Dan from the frogpondvegpatch. Don't forget to subscribe because we come out with new videos with tips and advice every week. So it's late winter, early spring. Here in the garden, the snow has melted. We can finally get in here and start doing some work. So now's a really good time to prune blackberries. So blackberries produce fruit on last year's canes. And so when I'm looking at doing any pruning, I'm going to look for older canes, so 2-year-old canes. And those are the ones I'm going to prune back because those aren't going to produce any more fruit. How you tell what's dead and what you should prune back and what you should leave, if you take a look side by side, you can see these are the canes that came up last year. They're kind of like reddish green versus the 2-year-old canes, which have gone brown. The other thing you can do is if you take, say, your clippers or a knife or something like that, and if you scrape a cane, so this is just brown, and that's how I know it's dead. Or if I look over here, and if I scrape this a little bit, you can see that this is green. So this is a live cane. This is a cane that came up last year, and so I'm going to keep this because this is what the new blackberries this year will be produced on. So on this blackberry plant, I'm going to cut back the old 2-year-old canes that have died. So we don't need them. They're not going to produce any more blackberries. So let's see this. Blackberries also produce runners underground, and they will start popping up wherever they want to grow. And that's one of the things about blackberries, is that they'll tell you where they want to be and where they want to grow. And so it's up to you if you want to let them kind of wander on their own or keep them where they're at. You just got to keep on top of it because they're going to pop up in paths or in other beds. You can also try digging them up and replanting them in different places if you want to move them around. I haven't had great success with doing that in the past, but what does work for sure is basically anywhere these canes are touch the ground, they're gonna try to root in. So we found that the blackberries want to go over here. They've grown over this way on their own, and so we're actually just gonna let them. We're not using this bed for anything else. So this is a cane that has come and started to root in. It's got roots all the way up to here. And so what I'm going to do is get some extra soil, and I'm actually going to plant this into the ground and let that continue to root in and get established. This is a miniature blackberry called baby cakes. Pruning this is the same way as you prune any other blackberry. I'm going to prune out anything that is dead. These are going to be 2-year-old canes that are not going to produce any more fruit. I'm going to leave the canes that came up last year because this is what the new fruit is going to be produced on. So I'm just going to take those out. This plant in particular, last year, it produced fruit really, really late in the season on the canes that grew last year. So we're just going to see how that goes, and we're gonna leave the 1-year-old canes and kind of see what happens. I can see I can see buds growing here, so we're gonna see how the growth works on this one and what produces, and just kind of go from there. I'm looking at if there was any place where it did produce blooms last year, any of these late blooms. I'm just gonna cut those back, and that way we can see what's gonna happen for this year. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe and notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next one.